who have not obtained e-passes, here there are revenue officials who are here trying to help people fill an e-pass. It takes less than 3 minutes for people to fill e-passes. Remember, starting 7th May, e-passes are mandatory and there are officials trying to help people. Sir, நீங்க e-pass fill பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்களா sir?
இப்போதான் வந்திருக்கேன்.
So they are traveling to Ooty. They have not obtained e-passes, and therefore there are revenue officials here trying to help those who need help. E-passes are mandatory, so there is a portal that is available for people, tourists, to fill e-passes, and it takes about 3 minutes. It has details such as names of those who are traveling, how many days they'll be there, and also in terms of the vehicle number, whether it's a two-wheeler, a four-wheeler, a minivan, all of them would require e-passes, basically to streamline the inflow of tourists and also to protect the ecology. This after the Madras High Court had in fact directed an order saying that e-passes are mandatory for people who are traveling to Ooty and Kodaikanal. So for those who have not filled e-passes, there's still time. They will be stopped here at this check post. We are at the border, and from here is where all the vehicles will go to Ooty. So here they are stopped. For those who have not applied for e-passes, there are officials from the revenue department who will be helping them fill e-passes. And here you have a bunch of people who are now trying to apply for an e-pass. Details such as vehicle name, number of travelers, number of days they will be staying in Ooty. All these are some of the details that will be asked while one is filling an e-pass. So these are some of the visuals that we bring to you where people are filling e-passes. And for those who have already filled an e-pass, just about a kilometer from here, they will have to show the passes. So this is the site that you can see at the border where e-passes are mandatory, and for those who need help to fill these e-passes, there are officials here deployed, and they are now filling e-passes. It's quite simple. The procedure is very simple. This is similar to the ones that were filled during the COVID phase where e-passes were mandatory. Similar to that, it takes about 2 to 3 minutes for them to fill e-passes. Whether it's two-wheelers or cars or even minivans, e-passes are mandatory for tourists traveling to Ooty and Kodaikanal. You can see a lot of vehicles here. This is the check post. This is the Ooty Kunnur road. People who are traveling to Ooty will be stopped here. The vehicles will be stopped, and the officials here, the revenue officials here, will ask every vehicle here to show the e-pass. Only after the e-passes are shown to these officials will the cars be allowed to enter Ooty. Remember, 50 kilometers from here is Ooty, but this is the checkpoint where every vehicle is checked. The Madras High Court had issued an order saying that e-passes are mandatory for people traveling to Nilgiris as well as Kodaikanal. So we are actually traveling to Ooty. We've obtained e-passes, we've shown our e-passes, and the reason for the e-passes is to ensure that they get an idea of the influx of travelers who will be traveling to these hill stations, because this is the peak time. May is when many tourists will be commuting to Ooty and Kodaikanal. So to streamline the inflow of tourists and also to protect the ecology, the Madras High Court had introduced e-passes. This will be applicable till the 30th of June. You can see a lot of vehicles here, queues of vehicles waiting to pass the checkpoint after showing the e-passes. A lot of vehicles since morning are here to enter Ooty, but only with an e-pass. For those who have not filled e-passes, there are still officials deployed who will help them fill e-passes. Filling an e-pass is very simple. It takes about 2 to 3 minutes. So for those who have not filled filled e-passes, there is a portal available. There are officials deployed here to help them fill e-passes. So these are a lot of vehicles here waiting. This is the checkpoint. Once we cross this point, we'll have to see how many places will in fact have such checkpoints. But this is the first checkpoint. With e-passes, vehicles will be allowed to cross the Ooty Kunnur main road. We are en route to Ooty. It's about 50 kilometers from here. This is a checkpoint where every vehicle is checked. One, of course, for e-passes. Every vehicle should show the e-pass that they've in fact obtained, and the other one is checking for plastic bottles. In fact, you can see here water bottles, plastic bottles not allowed, and if people carry plastics to Ooty or Kodaikanal, then there will be a fine imposed. Therefore, every vehicle is checked, not just for e-passes but also for plastic materials. All these water bottles, plastic materials are not allowed. So these are some of the developments that have taken place after the Madras High Court had in fact made it mandatory for tourists visiting Ooty and Kodaikanal to obtain e-passes. The reason to obtain e-passes, one of course, is to streamline the inflow of tourists, and number two, to protect the ecology, which is why in fact plastic bottles are not allowed. There are a lot of vehicles queuing up here en route to Ooty. This is the Ooty Kunnur road. A lot of vehicles queuing up here at the checkpoint. There are at least 100 officials deployed from the revenue department to check these e-passes, to check if people are carrying plastic bottles, from two-wheelers to four-wheelers to minivans to buses. Everyone should submit the e-pass, because this will in fact give an idea of the number of vehicles that are commuting. Except for the local residents in Ooty and Kodaikanal, they do not need e-passes, but for tourists they will need e-passes. For those who have not obtained, there are officials helping. So at least 100 officials deployed, some of them helping tourists fill e-passes here, because it takes about 3 minutes, and many of them here are tourists who are visiting Ooty. Remember, May is the peak season for Ooty and Kodaikanal. To beat the weather in metropolis like Chennai, where the temperature is at least 40 degrees Celsius, tourists are now thronging to hill stations for better climate. So clearly, climate being one of the reasons why many tourists are in fact traveling to Ooty, Kodaikanal. And you can see a lot of vehicles here going to Ooty. 50 kilometers from here is Ooty. Just because the weather is better in Ooty and Kodaikanal, many tourists are now deciding to shift to one of these renowned hill stations during summer, and therefore police officials say that at least 5,000 vehicles on any given day will be going to Ooty and Kodaikanal, and therefore e-passes are mandatory to keep a tab on the number of tourists who will be visiting these hill stations.
Very glad to know that it's been very easy, because that was the aim of this particular pass. We were very conscious that this particular pass should not create a confusion or a furor among the public. So we made it very simple, and we asked for very basic details, and I'm glad it is successful from your version. And second thing is, yes, yesterday I had to go through the checkposts, but not all the 13. I went to some 4 or 5 checkposts, wherein we were sure that a large number of people will come into Nilgiris. So I went and checked all the personally all the checkposts, and people are finding it very easy to come in. But one thing I found was many were not aware that you should get an e-pass, and they were not ready with the e-pass registration. But then what happened was, we had already set up a help desk there, and most of our persons were there. They were able to get their e-pass registered immediately there itself, and took hardly 2 or 3 minutes. And one positive aspect is, it's nothing like people didn't get e-pass and they were queued up for long hours. Nothing like that happened. It was a very, very short duration. Immediately it was clear, and people were on their go. So I think it's really good.
Are there any challenges as far as implementation of e-pass was concerned? Were the challenges that you faced?
No, I anticipated, but surprisingly people have been very cooperative, and we did not face any challenges. We did our infrastructure and our homework very much, and it was a smooth flow.
For many, they want to know if e-pass is basically to restrict the number of vehicles that enter the Nilgiris district, or is it just to streamline the inflow of tourists, especially during peak season like May?
See, Honorable High Court has given a direction that we should register all the tourists coming into Nilgiris. One basic thing about this is, we need to have a basic data of how many are coming per day into Nilgiris. Nilgiris is a very sensitive biosphere, and we also find enough number of tourists coming in. One aspect which this definitely will help us is, what is the basic infrastructure we are having, Nilgiris District Administration as such is having, and what is the space or gap that has to be filled by the District Administration. So this particular data will give us an eyesight about what we have to do and how we are going to do it. So as of now, there is no restriction. It is open to everyone.
Last question, ma'am. Will you be submitting the details of vehicles entering per day to the court after the 30th of June? What is the process like?
No, Honorable High Court has not asked us to do so. They have asked us to just comply by registering everything. But yes, of course, all this data is with us and we are submitting to the government.
And this won't affect the number of tourists who are coming?
Definitely no. I'm sure you also came through. We did not post any restriction in that particular app. It is like you just open, fill the basic details. We have not even had a cap on the number of passengers. So you can very well fill in and come in.